Welcome everyone. Welcome friends from Dialog Institute. Thank you so much for being here yet another year. Last year we missed you, we didn't host it, so we had other things going on, so sorry about that. Who is coming to Dallas Sci Center for the first time? This is the question for the guests, folks. If you can show by show of hands, if you can please raise your hand. I have a reason why I'm asking that. Okay. All right. So I don't want to bore you guys with too much details about us, but we'll give a short introduction about who we are. We are a spiritual and volunteer organization founded by our founder. That's him right there and right on the PowerPoint as well. His name is Sri Satya Sai Baba. We endearingly call him Bhagavan or Swami, so we use it different ways, but his name is Sri Satya Sai Baba. That's whom you will hear in our songs, devotional songs. We revere him, we adore him, and we follow his teachings. We try to follow it to the core, but we are not there yet, and I'll tell you why shortly. Next slide. By the way, if people didn't know me, my name is Chitra Niranjan. I'm fortunate to be serving currently this term as a center officer. I'm serving in the role of a center president. I'm going to request the other officers to please stand wherever you are so we can introduce you. Sorry, we don't have the name labels today. Okay, we'll start with the young adult reps. Here, can you raise your hand? This is Vaikunt, he is our young adult male rep, and that is Namu. She is our young adult female rep. Then my partner in service is Mr. Sunil Bhai there, my brother. He's Sunil Bhai Patel with a 2L. You have to remember, and you ask him why the 2L, he'll explain you. And that is Mr. Satish, brother Satish. He is our assistant devotional coordinator. And Sister Viji. All this is happening because of her and her team, the entire planning and other things. So, all right. Many of us officers are traveling today on organization business, so they could not be here. And we will tell, please sit down. Thank you. So we'll tell you what we are doing and why they're traveling. So we are an international organization, settled, I forgot the count, maybe like 120, 150 plus countries or so. We have, around the world, we have centers. What that means is, wherever we are settled, the centers operate in the local language. I recently went to Madrid Center in Spain. It was so beautiful to see people operating everything in their local language, and that is the crux of what his teachings are. He told us that here is a seed, take the seed and go and grow it wherever you are. Don't try to uproot the tree. Blend in with the culture, and he simply put it under the umbrella of brotherhood of man, fatherhood of God. That's precisely the reason why we are here. As we are very grateful that we met you through Richardson Interfaith Alliance, and we owe it to them for your friendship and your continuously, you all always call us every year after year for your Ramadan and all your cooking classes, which I can never join because it happens on a Saturday. I promise one day I will. But there are so many other initiatives, brilliant initiatives that you all do, which we'd like to partner with, and we would love to hear about that shortly. So one of the things, that is the thing that what he always says is love that conquers, and he says there's only one religion, the religion of love. So that is why when I introduced, I said we are a spiritual and a volunteer group. We don't deal with religion here. We are trying to be human being, because he says you're always doing. Be first, then you have to do, then you tell. Don't start preaching first. This program is, everything is about self-transformation. It's all about us, who we are. He always emphasizes that first you change who you are, do good, be good, see good, then the entire world changes around you. As simple as that. His mission statement is love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. It appears very simple. It's very hard. This is why I said we are yet to practice it to the core. Next slide, please. So a little bit about what we do. And we take our inspiration from what our teacher has done so far and what he has taught. He's the exemplary lead by example, where he focused his works on three things. One is education, the other is healthcare, the other is water. These are three main essential things for any human being to live in. You hear about water, drought conditions happening throughout the world. So he made sure that all these three are, it happened gradually over the years. And the best part is, everything is free. Whatever that happens under Sri Satya Sai International Organization, all the activities are free, including the classes that we conduct here for young children. We do it every Sunday for 1 hour, 15 minutes. It's absolutely free. Many people who come in asking, hey, is there a membership fee? Nothing. Today, if you, I know some of you come and participate in our 24-hour program that we do it in November. Thank you for doing that, because what happens is, we as a humanity, we build the divinity and the energy and the positive vibrations around us. That happens, we intensify that once a year in November. We congregate here, and many people, if you like it, you can always come meet us here. Our operational hours are here on Sundays. 3:30, we have our devotional singing going on. Some of our young adults, they wanted to show a sample of how they sing and how they connect with God. They just have put a medley together for all of you to show a sample. And then we also do a study circle at 2 o'clock every Sunday to ensure that we go through the teachings, derive the principles and life applications to see how we can put it practically in our daily life. That's what we do week after week. So can we go to the next one, please? I don't know if there is anything, Prasanna. Okay, so like I said, we have 4 main wings. One is the first education wing that I talked about, which caters to serves children from ages 5 to 18 or from kindergarten to high school. The second is our devotional wing, which this is the phase of the center where every Sunday when you come in, we congregate here for an hour of devotional singing and an hour of going into the discourses, understanding the teachings, etc. So we do 2 hours of devotional practice every week. Thereafter, we do it every day at our own homes. And then the service wing is, this is a volunteering wing. Remember I told you we are spiritual, and the first 2 aspects covered the devotional part, the spiritual part. This aspect is whatever we learn from our spirituality, we go and share it with our brothers and sisters around the community. We do serve a lot in the homeless shelters in the downtown area, Austin Street Shelter, Stew Pot. One of our biggest volunteering activity is we do VNA, Visiting Nurses Association's Wheels on Meals. We do it twice a year in a very grand fashion, where hundreds of us go and relieve our Christian brothers and sisters from their duty of the dock loading the coolers into the cars. That is one activity that we take over. The second activity is doing the route ourselves. We become the drivers so that they get to celebrate their Thanksgiving and the Christmas with their families. So Dallas Eye Center has been fortunate enough to do that for almost 35, 40 years now. We have a strong partnership with them. And then other than that, we also have a weekly VNA Meals on Meals where we go around and we serve the elderly meals which has been pre-cooked by VNA. And then our strongest supporters, here you saw the 2 young YA reps, and lot of young adults are here to support us. You will talk to them shortly. That is our YA wing, who is our pillar behind every single thing that we do. They come in, they support, they are teachers, they are wonderful singers, you will see them, and they are also great seva people. Like seva is another way for service or volunteering. They also volunteer a lot with us and inspire us a lot. So that's it about us. Any questions? Definitely there is a table to talk about it, and we would love to know more about you as well. At this point of time, again, welcome all of you, and I think we'll break for dinner at 7:45. That's what I was told. At this point of time, I'm going to welcome Brother Mehmet from Dialog Institute to talk about Ramadan and about their organization. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. So I would like to start with this question. I assume it is not your first Ramadan. So if it is your first Ramadan dinner, would you mind raising your hand? All right, just a few. So I was told I only have like 10 minutes, but I'll try to make it a bit shorter. I would like to personally thank your members for the sincerity and the hospitality, for making us feel home, not just because we take the shoes off, but sincere from the heart. So before talking about fasting and Ramadan, I have a pop quiz for you, and I have 3 questions. All right, the first one is, how long was the longest fast in days that has ever been recorded? You can just call it out. 48 days? Yeah, you are getting there, but not even close. You can make it up, there's no right or wrong, just say it out. 100, it's getting there, but not even close. 56. 100 is less than the correct answer. All right. Halfway. It's 300 something. So 382 days. So it's a Scottish person who fasted for 382 days and he lost 275 pounds. He was getting water, tea, coffee, and necessary minerals, and he survived. So he didn't die because of that. All right, another question is, how long is the longest fast with no food or drink at all? It's 48, it's less than 30. Any idea? It's 18 days. So the story behind it is very different. It's a person called Andreas in Austria who was thrown to jail, and law enforcement somehow forget about him. And he was in jail for 18 days, and he survived again. And all right, so let's see if you know the longest fast performed by Mahatma Gandhi. Longest fast by him. All right, let's see who was paying attention in the history class. It's less than 30, just say it out loud. 14 it's more than that. It's 20 something, it's 21 days. And he was able to do it 3 times. All right, so after the pop quiz, all right, I'll ask the same question twice if I give the speech, so you know the answers, right? All right, little bit about Ramadan. It's the 9th month in Islamic calendar. It's based on lunar calendar, meaning that we should sight the moon, so to make sure that the month starts. And it's either 29 or 30 days, and the 12 months add up to 355 days a year, meaning that Ramadan starts about 10 days earlier each year. So we started March 11th this year, so we're expecting to start March 1st next year. And I would like to talk about fasting in Quran and also in the life of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. So chapter 2 and verse 183 and 84 goes as follows. O you who have believed, decreed upon you is fasting as it was decreed upon those before you, that you may become righteous. So we do fast for a reason. It is to become righteous. Another word for this would be godliness or pious. Fasting is a tool that will get us there. The whole purpose is to building that connection with God. And the following verse goes as follows. That you may become righteous, fasting for a limited number of the days. So, whoever among you is ill or on journey during them, then equal number of the days are to be made up. And upon those who are able to fast, but with hardship, a ransom, a substitute of feeding a poor person each day. And whoever volunteers excess, it's better for him. But to fast is the best for you if you only knew. This following verse explains who should fast, And what happens if you cannot? So a pregnant woman doesn't have to fast. If you have a medical condition, you don't have to fast. If you are on a journey, you don't have to fast. Then you should pay a ransom or a substitute to feed a poor person in need to make it up. And the fasting is very associated with Ramadan, but which is also a requirement in Islam, but it is not the only time throughout the year that we only fast. We are encouraged to fast beyond Ramadan, and when the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was asked how to fast, his suggestion would be first, fast 3 days in the middle of the month when it is full moon. And for any person who would like to fast even more, he would say fast on Mondays and Thursdays. If you would like to take it to the next level, and he would say fast on alternating days. That would be also the fast by Prophet David, peace be upon him. So we have daily practices that is specific to Ramadan. Then the first one is Taraweeh prayers. In addition to our daily prayers, which is taken 5 times a day, we have Taraweeh prayers, meaning rest or relax. Important, given that the month is the month of Quran. And there is a chapter dedicated to one night, to be specific, which is the night of the degree. And I would like to read the translation and finish with a prayer, a short prayer. So, and this is Laylatul Qadr, or the night of the degree. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, verily we have set it, this Quran, down in the night of the degree. What will you make you know that what the night of the degree is? The night of the degree is better than 1,000 months. Therein descend the angels and the spirit by Allah's permission with all degrees. All that night there is peace and goodness until the appearance of the dawn. So Ramadan is the season to ask for forgiveness, but this special night, which is possible either on 21st, 3rd, 5th, 7th, or the night, the odd numbers after the 20th, is from business perspective. Let's say you're in firework business, it is the 4th of July. So you don't want to miss out that night and to ask for forgiveness. So I would like to conclude my speech with a short prayer and ask for forgiveness. If the time allows, we can take a question or two. Then the rest, of course, should be done during the table discussions. So there is good days and the bad days, and let's say you earn points and lose points. But fasting, God says in a hadith that just leave this blank for me, the person is only fasting for me, then he will be rewarded accordingly in hereafter. So that's a mysterious box. We don't know what's going to come out, but hopefully we will be forgiven. Yes.
When you do this 30 days fast,
Yes.
at the end of it or even during it, what are the changes that you observe in your body and your mind, and how do you, what changes do you perceive in yourself?
Yeah, I can speak on my behalf. I feel more spiritual, I feel lighter. The things that are so important to me, that becomes not that important, like eating and drinking is one of them. So as you leave the worldly things behind, you get closer to God. I mean, yeah, but everybody experiences this. It changes from people to people, but there's a great emphasis to build that godliness, that relationship between Allah. So it starts with leaving some things behind so you can focus on that direction. Of course, thank you for asking. Thank you, Chitra, and that concludes my speech. Thank you all for listening.
Thanks a lot. It was very enlightening, and I'm pretty sure there are more questions coming in the thing. I'm going to welcome the YA team now. If you can please come and occupy. I'm going to request you to stop at 7:45. That way we can break the fast. Would that be okay? Whatever, yeah. So, all right. Who else? Divya? Okay. Can you get started? Check, check, check. 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 Check your mic. Check. Check, check. 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 Check.
I think they're sharing.
Okay. Alrighty. Sairam and welcome everyone. Thank you again for joining us here today. Our young adult team has put together a short compilation of devotional songs that we typically sing in our center. These are songs in English and in Spanish, and they speak to a universal God, a God of love, and a God of light. And so we hope you enjoy. Thank you. Soy Madre compasiva, Madre universal, oh Madre mía, ven, guía mi mañana, muéstrame el camino que debo seguir. Sé que eres divina, sé que eres amor. Oh, soy mía, dame tu visión. Oh, soy mía, dame tu visión. God of love, fill my heart with your treasure. Let me share, let me care, let me love without measure. Father of love, let me be like you, kind and true forever. God of love, love me now and forever. Oh Lord, purify me and make my heart pristine. Oh Lord, purify me and make my heart pristine. Our precious possession that is full of love and feeling. Our precious possession that is full of love and feeling. Take every good thought and take every action. Take every good thought and take every action. Soaked in the sweetness of love and compassion. Soaked in the sweetness of love and compassion. Every moment of my life, please be with me. In every
Just give us a minute. They're going to break the fast with a prayer.
We have about 50 seconds to do the call to prayer. So 5 times in a day we hear these words as a reminder, as a manifestation, as an invitation to the prayer. And not only always prayer, but I remember from the childhood that wherever I was at home, you hear that beautiful calling from your neighborhood. It's a beautiful reminder. When we were laying down, we were usually sitting up. Or if you were listening to music or something like turning down, as a respect, we listen that means it's the start, beginning time of the prayer for that specific time. So, there you go. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Allahu Ekber, Allahu Ekber. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü en la ilahe illallah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Eşhedü enne Muhammeden Resulullah. Hayye ale's-salah. Hayye ale's-salah. Hayye alel-felah. حي على الفلاح. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. In translation, God is greatest, God is greatest. I bear witness that there is no God but God. I bear witness that there is no deity worthy of worship but God. I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. Come to success, come to salvation, come to prayer, come to prayer. God is great, God is great. Thank you. And now we can break our fasts.
The poorest of the poor, the forgotten millions, now know that He is there to care for them.